So I'd like to take a look at problem 3.5, and we are talking about market value added. We use the acronym MVA. Market value added is just the comparison of the company's stock price against its book value. Book value will equal the amount of common shares, the dollar amount, the dollar value amount of common shares plus retained earnings. That is your common equity. And that will be your book value. And so I'm going to abbreviate common equity with CE. Market value added is the difference between the price of your shares, and the price is multiplied by the number of common shares. So that's the market value of your company, and subtract the book value of common equity. And I'm going to abbreviate common equity with CE. And so in the text on the 3.5, we have market value is 50 million. They give us 50 million is the market value added. That is what has been given. So what I like to do is always write out the formula and then fill in the things that I know. They also gave us the stock price of the shares. And the stock price of the shares in the textbook problem is $80 per share. We also know that there are we don't know the number of shares, so that's what we're being asked in problem 3-5. We're being asked for what is the number of shares outstanding. So I'm trying to solve for this. We have been given the book value of the equity. It says is 900 million. So now I put in everything, all my knowns, into the formula. We have market value added of 50 million, and I'm trying to figure out what is this book value. Well, actually, I'm trying to figure out the number of common shares, I'm sorry, because I have the book value of common equity. So I can just bring this 900 million over to here, can't I? Because that's a negative. I can bring it over on the other side of the equation and add it to what is on this side of the equation and make it a positive. So I know that 950 million is going to equal $80 times something. And this something is my number of common shares. So then at that point I can solve for that. I'll divide 950 million by 80, and that will give me the number of common shares. So I have 11,875 is the number. It's not a dollar amount, it's the number. So a lot of finance is manipulating the equations, the formulas, and filling in for the unknowns. I do want you to understand how to calculate market value added. I want you to know how to calculate book value. So as I said, the book value has to do with just the common equity, the dollar value of all the common paid in equity plus the retained earnings is the book value. And so the market value added is just the difference between the value that the market perceives the company to have less the book value of the company. Naturally, you want your market value to be more than your book value. Otherwise, it would indicate that your shares are overvalued.